motto is, don't let no one work harder than you. And gladiators work hard.
I'm here 6 to 7 days a week, 5 to 6 hours a day.
About 18 hours a week.
I'll do a little bit of footwork just to get my body warmed up.
Hit the speed bag, hit the double end bag.
And we go for 3 events for about 45 minutes.
Jog 2 laps around a 400-meter track.
I'm able to do more things than most people at this age. It's just really cool to be different.
The part that captivated me was how beautiful the sport was, how graceful.
Such a combination of power and agility and like the balance that it takes to row successfully is just phenomenal.
It's what I do, it's what I'm really good at. Once you find that, you know that you have to pursue your dreams through that, and you can't just let it go to waste.
You fence for yourself and you fence to fight for your values, and I'm ready to dedicate everything to it.
It's so great when you do something successfully. It's not just that great feeling of pride within yourself, but you know that everyone around you is feeling it. You know, you get to be a part of something bigger. When you're tired and you're working through your tiredness, that is when your real work is coming.
You have to be able to push yourself to your absolute physical limit. Everything in your head and in your body is telling you do not do this, but you have to do it to be successful.
It's all gonna pay off in the long run.
My dream is to just do my best along the way, and if I can, go to the Olympics.
I can see myself being up on that podium holding my country's flag.
Just being in the Paralympics would be great. I don't necessarily have to win. If I won, it would be phenomenal.
If you go and watch the Olympics, that gives you something to aspire to, and it shows kids that there's something that they can amount to, and it could give them the inspiration they need to keep going and, you know, keep the passion for all sports alive in this city.
At the Olympics, you're surrounded by all other athletes of all such a high caliber, and in that sense, you're like a big family. It creates a really special link between Olympic athletes.
Pop, 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 pop.
I feel like my destiny is to be a boxer.
Body and head. That's it.
It's a sport that I love, and I'm making something good out of my fighting on the streets. I wanna make history.
Olympic gold ball athlete. I really didn't actually enjoy playing sports. I started off with soccer. I tried to black it out a little bit, but I sat in the middle of the field because I really couldn't see the soccer ball, so I just watched everybody else play. So I really wasn't that into playing sports. My visual impairment came from birth. So I have a rare condition called aniridia, which takes away your irises. It doesn't let you see light properly. Everybody on the team has a visual impairment, so the equalizer on the playing field is that everybody is blindfolded. I just love playing. I love picking up the ball, throwing it, the sound of the ball hitting the net. When I was about 10 years old, I decided that I wanted to make the Paralympic team. I wrote to the U.S. coach, who's my coach today, and I was like, hey, I know I'm only 10 years old, but I really want to make this team. Like, you have no idea. I had about 3 years or so to make myself as good as I could get to make that team. There are going to be people who push you down, who tell you you can't do it. You're not old enough. You're not good enough. You're never going to be on this team. But to keep doing what you love, do it because you love to do it. And if you have passion for what you want to do,
the first step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. There's no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A. I think that there's a certain delusional quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different than what has happened for the last 50 million years of history. You have to believe that something different can happen. Confucius said, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams, that want to do things. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. I've never really viewed myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. You know, while the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working. There's no easy way around it. No matter how talented you are, your talent is going to fail you if you're not skilled. You know, if you don't study, if you don't work really hard and dedicate yourself to being better every single day, you'll never be able to communicate with people, with your artistry, the way that you... Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period. Realistic is the most commonly traveled road to mediocrity. Why would you be realistic? What's the point of being realistic?
Just put up a barrier.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. It's done. It's already done. The second I decide it's done, it's already done. So now we just got to wait for y'all to see. I'm motivated by fear.
Fear.
You know?
Fear of what?
Fear of fear. I hate being scared to do something. And I think what developed in my early days was the attitude that I started attacking things that I was scared of.
It was Franklin Roosevelt said the only fear you have to fear is fear itself.
Absolutely.
Remember that?
Absolutely. You can't be scared to die for the truth. The truth is the only thing that's ever going to be constant. You don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. And you do that every single day.
And soon you have a wall.
And soon you have a wall.